What if I told you there's a hidden language that connects a distant thunderclap to the very rhythm of your own heart? Well, today, we're going to decode that secret force. We're talking all about the power of sound.
This quote just hits different, right? It's not just about what you hear with your ears. It's about a rhythm you can actually feel. Sound isn't just noise out there. It's this deep personal connection to everything around us.
So where does this whole cosmic rhythm even begin? The source material calls it the dragon's drum, which is awesome. It's this secret pulse that kicks off with one simple but really powerful action.
And that action is vibration. That's it. Every single sound you have ever heard or will ever hear is born from this rapid back-and-forth movement. A plucked guitar string, a rumbling engine, even my own voice right now. It all starts with a simple shake.
Okay, theory is one thing, but let's make this real. We're going to take this from just an idea floating around in your head to a physical sensation you can feel for yourself right this second.
Go ahead. You got to try it with me. Just place your fingers gently on your throat and hum a little bit. Feel that? That little buzz? That's it. That's your vocal cords vibrating to create the sound. You are literally feeling the origin of sound. That's the dragon's drum beating right inside you. How cool is that?
Okay, so we've got a vibration happening, but how in the world does that hum in your throat get all the way over to someone else's ears across the room? Well, that brings us to the next part of our journey, the sound wave. The best way to picture this is to imagine dropping a little stone in a perfectly still pond. The vibration itself doesn't travel all the way across. Instead, it starts this amazing chain reaction. It shoves the air particles right next to it, which then bump into their neighbors, and on and on and on, carrying that little pulse of energy outward, just like a ripple.
And for that whole chain reaction to work, there has to be something to bump into, right? That substance, whether it's air, water, or even the wood of a table, is called a medium. This is what makes sound, as our source so brilliantly puts it, kind of needy. And this just nails the huge difference between sound and light. Light is a total free spirit. It can zip right through the empty vacuum of space, no problem. But sound, it needs connection. It has to have particles to pass its message along, which is exactly why in space, nobody can hear you scream.
So if all sound is just vibrations moving through something, why does a tiny whistle sound so completely different from a giant bass drum? It's because vibrations have their own language, and we basically hear it in two main ways: pitch and volume.
This chart breaks it down perfectly. Pitch, that's all about speed. Think of a hummingbird's wings beating crazy fast. That makes a super high pitch. A slow, lazy vibration, like a big cello string, that gives us a low pitch. Now volume, that's all about force. A gentle little tap is quiet, but a powerful, huge strike creates a much bigger, much louder vibration. Simple as that. Okay, now we get to the really fascinating part. What happens when two different things start vibrating at the exact same rhythm? This is where the magic, or sometimes the disaster, happens. This is the incredible power of resonance.
But before we can get resonance, you have to know this one thing. Everything, and I mean everything, from a wine glass to a bridge, has a natural frequency. It's the specific rhythm it wants to vibrate at. It's its favorite dance beat, basically.
The absolute best way to get this is the swing analogy. You know this. You don't just push a swing randomly, right? You time your push to match its natural back-and-forth rhythm. When your push lines up perfectly with that natural frequency, you add energy and the swing goes higher and higher. That, right there, is resonance in action.
And this is the crucial point, because this power can be creative and it can be incredibly destructive. In a guitar, it's beautiful. It makes the wooden body resonate with the strings, creating a rich, full sound. But that exact same principle, when the wind just happened to match the natural frequency of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, caused it to vibrate so violently it literally tore itself apart. So now that we understand the science, our source gives us a challenge. A way for you to put this into practice and become way more aware of all the vibrations filling your world. It's time for what it calls a dragon trial in active listening.
It's a really simple but powerful exercise. You just sit still, you listen, and you map out the sounds around you. Maybe the hum of your computer is close by, but a distant siren is far away. This simple act trains your brain to notice the complex web of rhythms you're a part of all the time. It really helps you hear the world in a totally new way.
And that really leaves us with one final big thought.
We've seen that understanding frequency and vibration gives us the power to create harmony or cause total collapse. It's the secret language of the universe. So the real question is, what are you going to do with it?